especially within the core, and obviously the core also leads to balance. Again, a lot of people say their balance isn't very good. Your balance is fine, your core is weak. Hello my loves, and welcome to my first ever Wisdom Wednesday with me, April. Today I'm here to talk to you about Pilates and how it will seriously transform your body, your mind and your everyday life. Pilates was first invented in the 1920s, and Joseph Pilates, what he did was he invented exercises to rehabilitate your muscles. So if anyone's ever been to a physiotherapist and they get exercises and then you come to a Pilates class, you'll actually realise that the two exercises are probably the same or very, very similar. Pilates really helps to bring all your muscles in. It helps to align your body and improve your posture. I would say posture is probably not the number one thing that Pilates does the best for your body. It really helps to transform your posture. You know, when we're born and we're babies and we're sitting up, we're actually really tall. We don't really slump over that much. And as we get older and we start walking and we start sitting at desks and driving cars and waiting for buses, our posture then seriously changes. We start to get very lazy, we start to round through, and over time, because your muscles have memory, you just naturally will sit down all the time. You need to lift up, build up, and Pilates will help to realign your whole body from your head to your toe. Davina McCall actually grew 2 inches when she started doing Pilates, because instead of rounding over, you actually lift up. It's also absolutely phenomenal for the core. This is probably one of the biggest questions that I ever get asked, is core and lower back. Yes, it does seriously strengthen your core and your back. You'll have a core, okay? The amount of people that say to me, oh, I don't have a core. You do, it's just not as strong as it could be. So with Pilates, you come along and you work with the posture, you align the spine and you level out the hips and you neutralize that pelvis, and then you start to work on the core. Pilates is very intricate, it takes time, but if you stick with it, you will notice massive changes, especially within the core. And obviously the core also leads to balance. Again, a lot of people say their balance isn't very good. Your balance is fine, your core is weak. And the two work very well together. So if you've got a very weak core, you'll really struggle with your balance. So that's why leaning up to a top shelf or standing on one leg will be difficult. If you come to Pilates, you will start to strengthen the core, and not just doing your normal sit-ups, okay? Sit-ups don't really do much for your core. In fact, your abdominals are only one muscle, they're not 6, okay? And it's the deep core muscles that need to be trained in order to for your body to change and for your balance to grow stronger. Opposing muscles within our bodies is the core and the back. Now, if you have a very weak core and a very strong back, you will be like lopsided, your body won't be even. That's why when you go to a gym, or if you're even into exercise now, and you have lower back pain, it could be that you're working on your abdominal area too much, and the opposing sort of muscles at the back of the body are weak. They need to be strong together, okay? And this is what really transforms your life. Lower back pain is probably the biggest question and topic I ever get asked about and I ever really talk about, because the lower back has to deal with so much that we give our bodies. So if you think of the lower back, it's right in the middle of our bodies. If you think of your lower back, your spine, your core, and then your abdominals, they all need to work together as one to keep the upper body really strong. What Pilates does is we do core exercises and back exercises, and we strengthen and lengthen the back. Now the lower back is a very big topic which I will talk about more in future videos, but for the purpose of today I'm just going to talk about the benefits. And the more you strengthen up every part of the body, you can't just work the bicep and not work the tricep. It doesn't work like that. Your body has to be balanced, okay? That's why we have to work on our core, that's why we have to work on our lower back. Then I'm going to talk about this another time. But 9 times out of 10, your lower back isn't actually the problem. Whenever you get a problem area within your body, you need to look below it or above it. Now, I'm not a GP or a physiotherapist, I'm a level 3 Pilates instructor, but what I've learned over the years is that people don't have tight backs, they have tight glutes, they have tight hamstrings, they have tight calves, they have tight ankles, and even tight shoulders, tight arms, a tight neck, and all this, the body pulls against itself, and this is what causes so many problems. So my next massive pro for Pilates is flexibility. So you have mobilized all of your muscles, you've made them really, really strong, and now what you need to do is stretch them out. Now, you do not have to be flexible to come to Pilates. It doesn't work like that, okay? What you need to do is strengthen everything up, and then you can relax the muscles afterwards. This is how you will sort of not pull a muscle and allow your body to tense and then relax. Flexibility is a massive thing, and again, if you have very tight muscles, you need to relax them by stretching them out. So another thing is, if you go to the gym a lot and you do a lot of heavy lifting, or if you have like a very physical job, Pilates really helps to sort of minimize your injuries. If you think about it, if you go to the gym and you deadlift and you're squatting really heavy, your muscles become so tight. Because we've got one side of the body longer and stronger than the other, which is totally normal for every single human, what happens is the other side will then start to compensate for the weak side, and therefore you will get an imbalance. I've had it myself. I've had wonky hips and a wonky lower back because I didn't stretch it out properly years ago in the gym, and now I'm sort of paying the price in later years. So Pilates will really help you to align the hips and balance out your body, because you always have to work your body equally. So if you've got one weaker side, you still do the same for the stronger side, so the two work well together. Stamina is also a massive one. Some of Pilates poses and exercises are very challenging. They take a lot of stamina in the body and in the mind. I'm all about the power of the mind. I believe our mind is the strongest tool that we have access to, and the more you strengthen up the body, the more you actually telling yourself that you can do it, you can go for longer, and you can get stronger. So you're not only strengthening the muscles and the joints and creating a lot of mobility within the body, you're also creating a lot of strength within your mind. All in all, Pilates is probably one of the best exercises that anyone can ever do. Anyone and everyone can do it. You can be a man, you can be a woman, you can be young, you can be old. You're never too old to start. And a lot of people say that now they can't not do Pilates because they've just worked so hard that if they miss a couple of weeks, they can really feel the difference. Consistency is key. You know, you have to build up to it, and sometimes if your body has been out of balance for years and years because of your desk job or standing on your feet all day, then it will take time for your body to readjust. But you can do it 1000%. If you make that decision to change your body, you will do it. It is so easy peasy. If you wish to join me, I do teach Pilates every single week via Zoom, so you can be anywhere in the world to join in, and I in depth, in much as I can, talk about the benefits of it during it and try and give you points and tips, because Pilates, you don't just come to a class once a week and then go away and forget about it. You need to adapt it to your everyday life, and you need to make small changes that will help your everyday life, because the more you do it and the more you're consistent, the bigger the changes will get, and your body will thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching me today. I will be back next week with perfect posture and how to find your own neutral pelvis. See you next Wednesday for more wisdom. Have a beautiful week. Thanks for watching. Bye.